You are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Quantum Psychic, this ever-growing list, Quantum Psychic, Akashic readings, predictions, clearings, healings, and many more things. Welcome to my wonderful co-host, Viviane. Hello. Woohoo! Viviane's here. And a double woohoo, woohoo to
Yeah.
Chloe Rose for joining us as our special guest. Hello to you both. Hello, Chloe. So as our special guest, Chloe, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you for having me again. Is this the third time or fourth time?
Oh, I'm losing count. Do you know Viviane?
I think it's number three.
Number three. Lucky number three.
We did other things together too, but that day, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me again. And hello, everyone. I'm Chloe Rose of Mystic Hearts. And it's funny because people keep asking me this question recently, like, who are you and what do you do? I'm like, it's kind of hard to define at the moment. I like to go into the forest and get inspired by that. I write poetry, I do a lot of artwork, but I also guide and support people on their healing journey. And at the moment, I'm really supporting people from break away from their cycles of fear and supporting people in recognizing that and coming closer to their truth of their heart and becoming the most magical main character of their life.
Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome back, and excited to help people on their journeys today. And I did remember just in the nick of time to add to the description today Chloe's details. If you look at the top of today's video, you'll see Chloe's YouTube channel. And just incredible. I love seeing your continued growth and transformation. We were just chatting before we went live on air about your incredible poetry amongst, and also seeing you sing recently has just filled my heart with such joy. And you inspired me yesterday. I started singing. I was back there today again, singing to my Scottish witch ancestors, and also not just singing in your own beautiful, unique expression and light language, and a little bit of dragon light language too. So I didn't realize today that actually the place that I've been singing is really close to some houses. They're kind of behind some trees. I'm like, oh well, I hope they enjoy it. So yeah, we can make a start. And just a reminder to everyone. So first of all, welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for our new members as well for joining. We are for sure streaming live on John Benny's YouTube channel and Viviane Heller's. Are we on yours as well, Chloe?
No, I haven't figured out StreamYard yet.
That's okay. That's all right. It's already confusing for us all, but the intention today is to help provide service to those who place their requests in all capitals. And you just need to do it once because we take note in our system StreamYard, and so we have a little queue of all the requests, and it goes right back to the start. They don't disappear. It goes right back to the start. In fact, before the session has started, and then we randomly pick these, and then once your request is randomly picked, please say hello in the chat. Make sure we know you're here. If you're asking on behalf of someone else, another human, pet, or otherwise, please do ask their permission. We can't do this work without that being's permission. And we'll do our best to work through your reading, clearing, healings, predictions, whatever you've asked for. And we'll have Chloe and Viviane and myself doing our best to service people as we go. Okay. So as always, I'd love to get started with creating a safe space and just inviting everyone in the live and in the replay across our different YouTube channels to participate in this, as it really helps us create a clear channel for us all. So I'm just going to mute the others while I talk. And if you'd like to join us creating this safe space, we'll do so by breathing in through the nose nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves our highest good nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves you nice and loud. Continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And focus your attention on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark, your soul, enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of golden light up through the top of your head and reach up into the sky and all the way up into space and up through the stars, reaching up higher and higher to the frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Feeling into that oneness, unity, and unconditional love. Feeling of home. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars and to the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. Allow your heart to gently soften and open and relax, encouraging your whole body to relax with each breath at this time. From the center of your heart now, extend a cord of light downwards through the root of your spine and deep into the earth. Reach down all the way through the layers of the planet, through the crust and through the fiery magma, all the way down through the layers until you reach the core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we send Mother Gaia, the soul of Mother Earth, so much love at this time, and allow her to send her love back. Remain connected to Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planets, through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above, Mother Gaia below, and your own golden lights in your heart, extend a golden protective bubble around you, every aspect of you, at least 2 meters out, to each side, above and below, in front and behind. And set the intention that only energies and entities, with your permission, with your highest good, love and compassion, can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. Invite in your guides, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. We ask at this time for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, assistance in accessing the Akashic records, and the integration of today's messages, healings, and clearings. And through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around all of us in the live stream and in the replay. And I set the intention for our session space that only energies and entities, with the permission of myself, Viviane, and Chloe, can see us, hear us, or access this space. And that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Inviting in for Chloe, Viviane, and I, our guides, our higher selves, our ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. We're here today to offer our assistance to those who place their requests in all capitals, for which we'll randomly select as we work through today's live stream. for your readings, clearings, healings, predictions. And we ask that if your name is called, please say hello in the chat to let us know you're here, else we will move on and unfortunately won't have time to go back to your request. And with that, we'd like to get started. Thank you so much. Apologies if you can hear what might sound like a kind of little piglets in the background. It's Patch digging up the rug for me. So he's just a lot of fun. Okay, so should we go? Oh, we lost Chloe.
Oh, she'll be back. She said her connection was a little iffy today, so you're back.
That's right.
Sorry.
That's okay, it happens.
I might be in and out a bit today.
I love the way that it waited just until I said, okay, let's get started. And I also love that between the three of us, Chloe and I got the memo about wearing white for some reason, although you'll have seen us wearing black in all the videos we've been doing. And Viviane is the perfect. Is it violet? It's purple?
Yeah, it's like a magenta. Yeah, I guess.
Magenta. I
yeah,
love that.
I brought a little bit of color today. I didn't get the memo.
There's no memo. Wonderful. Okay, who should pick first, Viviane? Well, I won't remember, that's for sure.
I think you did on Monday, so I'll go ahead and I'm wearing color so I'll go first.
You've got some purple love, Viviane, for your that matches your t-shirt.
So all right, so let's choose first one. Close my eyes. I just want to click a couple on step into. Okay, make sure that everybody's selected. Make sure my
So we're choosing a next request. Please say hello in the chat. Your name is called.
Carol Linkist. Please say hi in the chat. You're asking for health advice and healing energy. So please say hi if you're still here.
Let us know, Carol. And do you want to go first with this, Viviane?
Sure.
Fantastic.
So, Manager Carol. And thank you all for being here and for putting your requests in caps. And wait a little bit for Carol. If she's not here, then I'll choose another request. Oh, I just saw a note for Chloe from Angela Hunter. She enjoyed your recent video of you singing in a forest.
Oh, thank you. So it wasn't just the deers that heard me.
That's right, yeah.
Thank you, Angela.
Okay, waiting for. Okay, she may not be here. Yeah, Carol, are you here?
No response from Carol.
No, okay, I will go ahead and select another subscriber. Okay, let's see more requests coming in. Make sure that I have everybody start. Let's see. That's a nice song. Oops, I clicked on the wrong place. Okay.
Jules Niner, who's definitely here.
Okay, I think she. think I saw, yeah, I think I saw a comment from Jules, but Jules asking for, okay, she keeps getting migraines and her neck feels broken. Well, healing with clearing if possible. Okay. Hi, Jules.
And Jules says it's already subsiding.
I'm scanning her body. I initially heard that there's something. I heard solar flares. There's something to do with that too. But I'm still scanning her body.
Yeah. Did you see anything on her neck?
Not yet. Not yet. But I feel strange. I feel a strange sensation in my neck. Towards the top of my neck. Almost like if there was like a lid over my neck space, inside my neck, covering closer to where the vocal cords are.
Yeah, I saw in first I was shown how that feels, and then this entity attached there, but I didn't, as you take the lead, I didn't just go and leap in and start doing something.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if you'd already asked one of the archangels to start looking at it, because it's just before she said, "Oh, it's starting to feel better," that things started to move quite fast.
Yeah, I actually saw it's like this black, thick lid. It just looks like that. I'm in the visual that I was like closing the neck space. And I was just about to ask Archangel Michael. Now I actually see on the sides of this lid that there's a chain on each side, on top of this lid. I actually see inside the lid there's something attached to it, that there's an entity attached to this interior of this lid, and it's dark looking too, so it kind of blends in.
Makes sense. Yeah, let me know if you need any help. What you.
So Archangel Michael is using like this a bubble to envelop the whole thing, the in one piece, this lid and entity, to move it that way. And it feels like you left some, try to grab on to areas of her neck, so it left in marks, like imprints. And now I'm going to look at the head again. And then I heard downloads and solar flares regarding the migraines. And after removing the entity, Archangel Michael used his light sword to go through the neck, just to remove any residue of that energy. So if you have anything to add, please share. Oh, she's saying her body's pulsing and her chakra feels soft tingling. Now, I was going to run some light through her body and ground that too.
Yeah, that does feel like a release. Some of this is a remembrance as well for Jules Niner's body to, continually release downwards into earth, just as our lightning rods do on buildings. Our bodies know to do this. It does feel that there was an interruption. The sense I got was that this entity attached after an overload. So after Jules Niner had too much energy, it's like, this is almost a breakage in her ability to release into earth, that it had attached and was causing this horrible neck crick feeling.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. It was like straight away this image of Jules Niner's head, and it was like all of this energy flooding in, but it wasn't flowing down. So it was just like kind of stuck here, but it was like all this amazing energy coming in from the solar flares, but also we know, like, when the energy is so expansive, we can open up to other energies flowing in as well. So it was like that was just like this huge kind of downloads coming from all different angles, but then for whatever reason it was getting stuck around here.
Jules Niner is saying, should I release each day? Yes. It's a great idea.
Yes.
If you're like me and do this work all day, I'm constantly releasing. I always ground after any session, any meditation, and I always imagine myself as a pint glass of water, and just that it's dirty water, and just releasing that, draining out of my body into the earth. So just be really conscious and feel free to release it into earth.
Yes. I thank you for your request, Jules. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope that helps you.
Wonderful.
John.
So I'll choose, and you never say that, Viviane. Oh, John. Please do that. That really made me laugh. You did. So I'll choose, and then I'll offer to you guys if you either want to go first or want to nominate me to go.
Okay. I'm selecting a few more.
Okay. Have we got everyone's requests?
Yes, I just added one more.
Sorry, John, start singing quite loud. Here we go. Choosing your next request. Let me just turn John down. It's lovely, John. Thank you. He's such a great singer, that guy.
But the sound quality sounds so good.
Yeah.
It adds so much drama.
That's right.
Yes.
I can really remember that song. So AFR, let us know if you hear. AFR.
AFR.
You're asking us, does your spirit guides have a message for you and an energy healing? Just let us know if you're here. Just say hello in the chat. And a special reminder for everybody is, if you're watching this live stream on either of the channels, yes, AFR's here, thank you. If you're watching the live stream and you're just looking at the comments and you can't see lots of people typing stuff, then try and swipe to the side and you'll get into live stream chat. And what was the other thing I was going to say that was really important? Oh, keeping up with the live stream. So especially as it runs for, the longer it runs, sometimes people's, you might find that your phone is just starting to lag behind a bit. So just check you have a little red light towards the right hand side, and if it doesn't, just drag to the right, because what happens is you'll be behind us. The chat will be real time, but you'll be behind the video. Okay, so who would like to take AFR's request?
So spirit have a message.
Well, I've already was getting some quite strong messages coming through.
Wonderful.
And it was like this banging of a drum, and your guide AFR is saying to you, are you listening to your heart? Have you been listening to your heart? It was kind of like this annoying voice of being like, hello, are you listening? Because your heart wants you to align with its rhythm. And they said that they've said it might sound silly, but you'll know what it means if you stop and listen. And it's this like ba-boom, 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 aligning with that rhythm of your heart. That was the message I got from your guide.
It's I literally thought you were about to swear, because I'll do the non-swearing version of what I heard from AFR's guide. It's like, hello, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, just in case you wondered if you're speaking to someone psychically or not, that's really, really beautiful.
It's asking for healing energy too.
And I can just really see this, like the image of them like banging the drum, but like trying to get your attention, but being like, this drum is actually the beating of your heart. It's lol in the comments.
I just saw the image of like that. It's from that 80s movie that had, I can't recall the actor's name now, holding the big boom box above his head. But his sign was the big sign, and that was a big sign.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And for the energy healing, do you want to do that, Chloe, or would you want one of us to do it?
I'm happy if one of you want to do it.
Okay.
We've split this one.
I can take a look since you guys have gone first.
Let's
take a look. I'm just drawing immediate, not surprisingly, direct hearts. So just bringing in source light from the highest dimension of source above down into AFR's heart. Okay, there's this rhythmic drum that's pulling. Doom, 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 doom. Is this? Well, it's like I just want to keep saying that. It's a pulling. It's a pulling of your heart's pulling your soul in to integrate more deeply with your human form. So I'm just going to help. So a lot of this is about the message. The message is really important. It's conscious awareness, a remembering of all aspects of you, and a reintegration. I'm just supporting your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is already doing some of the work, but you're gonna have to slow down a bit, AFR, and get rest and allow this to happen. What I also saw you doing is doing some dancing. They remind me a bit of the Jumanji drums, but other movies and soundtracks, including John Binney soundtracks, are available and that have some rhythmic pulsing. You might find root chakra dances really powerful, even though it's further down in your body. It's this pounding that you're looking for. A lot of the heartbeat ones you might find a bit too floaty for you. And so when you're dancing, like you can place your hands on your heart, and even doing this pulling, I don't know if you can see my hands, from your heart. So this is your heart here. Imagine yourself you're pulling your soul into your heart, into your heart. It's all about becoming heart-centered and heart-aligned again.
Mm-hmm.
This process is already happening. So your soul's already signed up for this, and your body's already aware of this to support that process. And allow your heart to guide you. If you ever wondered why our souls connect into our hearts, why we often pull them into our hearts further, is because as you pull it out in front of you, your reality ahead of you starts to open up and become more aligned with your heart. So every time you're taking time for yourself, your heart will also help guide you throughout your day-to-day. So I hope that helps you. I'm just going to make sure I ground that energy into our...
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Feels a lot more calm now. I felt that like slowing down. It was such an interesting one because, like you said, John, normally drumming is quite activating, but this message was clear. You need to tune into the rhythm of the heart to actually slow down rather than to speed up and activate. It was that like slowing down to the dum 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 dum, finding that beautiful pulse again of the heart.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, somebody wrote in the chat here. It's the name of the movie I couldn't remember. Is Say Anything. So
thank you.
Heart is like that. Anyways, they just got one more request here. So I hope that helps AFR.
Sending you love to AFR.
Thank you. This is with John Cusack. I don't remember that movie, but then the rumor is about me that I've watched every movie, which is clearly impossible. But my memory is so poor, I don't really know until I start watching it again.
Yeah, I love watching movies.
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Your turn, Viviane, to choose.
Yes. Okay, I just added a couple more requests that came through. Okay, so time to choose another request.
We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Watch Lucy. Yeah, Lucy's a good movie as well. I've seen that. That's a good movie.
Yeah. I've watched this times.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Also the new Jurassic Park movie. Jurassic movie. Rebirth was really good. And strangely philosophical about humanity. I know maybe the first one did a little bit, but anyway, I'm rabbit holing. And Veritas Spirit's here.
Okay, great. So you're asking, okay, you have... Oh, you're saying your brother has dark energies that hang around his head. You have permission to do so. Okay.
I would choose not to do any entity removals today, personally, just because my energy is not 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, so just protecting myself a little bit extra today.
Yeah.
And if you want me to look first, Viviane, just nominate me.
Yes, please, because as I'm reading the question, I'm also, I'm not, I feel like, it would be good if you look at it first, please.
Okay. And as I gradually invite forwards Veritas' brother, and if you'd like Veritas, if you put his name, if this is your choice, you don't need to put his name in the live chat, but if you do, it just means that there's less words for me to say. Otherwise, I'll be saying Veritas' brother. So as I invite your brother in, I'm just creating a golden protective bubble around him and anything attached to him. Yeah. So this is serious. I mean, all our work is serious, but I just want to just acknowledging Viviane and Chloe's initial reactions. I agree. I'm just seeing what we can do within the safety of this live stream space. Archangel Michael's suggesting that I actually take your brother's energy out of the live stream space. Okay, I'm not going to go into all the detail about what I'm doing, but I am going to proceed in a, let's just say it's a separate safe space. And a lot of negative self-talk and self-doubt. It's a poison that your brother's both drinking and then consuming, constantly consuming his own poison. And it's attracting these entities in. So the very root cause is for your brother to start focusing on his self-love, cultivating his self-love. This has to start first, even before boundaries are created successfully by him. And for all those beings that don't have permission to be there, with Archangel Michael's assistance, I'm removing them at this time. Return to source or never return here again. Okay. And a really key message for your brother Veritas is there's hope, and that he may get a glimpse of this hope now. He may start to realize that this is something that is real, absolutely real for him, and that it can be overcome. And it all starts within him. It has to start with his own self-love. To do any more work, it would have to be a one-to-one session, as these are highly risky to both the client and I do offer a exorcism and negative entity removal service. It requires a lot of preparation and a lot of recovery time for me, often days. You can direct your brother as well to my free meditations. I have the 14-day spirit guide meditation for entity protection and clearing, and it's a great start. It also includes some work on boundaries and helping cultivate some of that self-love as well. So this is really designed for people such as your brother who are experiencing these challenges. So please do share it with him. It's free and he can repeat it as often as he wants. And I'm just tidying up that space that I created. Wish you, Veritas, thank you for requesting on behalf of your brother, and also we're sending so much love to your brother at this time.
Yeah, sending love.
Sending love, yes.
Thank you, John. My dragon guide stepped in front of me with their wings, and they were like, "Not today."
No, not today.
I did quite a strong healing with my friend yesterday, and they're just like, "No, today is your rest day."
Did you remember the lyrics to what we heard just before it was selected? It was, there is darkness and light. It's like, oh, wow.
Of course.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, wonderful.
And I can't pronounce, is it, how do I pronounce your name?
Zotzia?
Zotzia says, I've done 4 times the 14-day meditation.
Wow.
I wonder, there should be a prize, John. There should be a prize, right, for someone the most times. I'll definitely look into that.
Whenever I'm feeling tired, I always do your long dark entity removal one on myself. Whenever I'm tired and I'm like, I just need John's voice to guide me today. It's like you're there holding my hand, like, come on, Chloe.
And what was that Tropical Express in Spirit saying? Absolutely, doing any type of spiritual work is very draining and taxing on the mind, body, heart, and soul.
Only if you don't protect yourself, and only if you don't re-energize yourself. I would say yes, but also it can be very rewarding and very energizing. It's like getting that balance, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be draining and taxing, but if you don't rest enough, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, I was doing 5 to 7 hours of sessions for about 4 months through November, March, and it probably would have killed me eventually. And so now it's about 3. If I include a live stream like today, I will have done 4 hours. And you know what? It's plenty.
Yes.
And it's not 5 days a week. That's about 3 to 4 days a week. But yeah, I think everyone has their own balance, and some prediction work I find really exciting and energizing, and then whenever we're doing work like this that is on the darker side, it can be more risky as well. But yeah, definitely encourage people to put your self-care first. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't snap your fingers.
I can do it.
Yeah, you do it, Chloe. Okay. Rachel, choose the next person. Thank you for all your requests. Please put them in capitals. Say hello in the chat if your name is chosen. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Samar. Let us know if you're here in the chat.
I like that picture.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Samar's asking for any messages from your guides helping you right now. Let us know, first of all, Samar, if you're here. There's this really strange effect whenever I type that, Samar, are you here? Or type whoever, are you here? It often does something in consciousness across space and time, right? Yes, there we go. Doesn't matter what we say verbally. So who would like to take this?
Viviane, you want to go? We can sort of go around in a little circle.
Sure. Hi, Samar. Okay, messages. Interesting. I see an image of a book, but the book is open and you're ripping the pages off this book. And then I heard write your own story. I've never seen somebody like ripping pages of a book like that before in a message. And then I'm hearing more. It's like if you don't like where now remember that you can write your own story, and then just continue to rip the pages off the book, and yeah, you can change your story by the choices that you have free will to make.
That's really interesting, because I so similarly straight away got this like pulling sensation, and it was like two hands, and it was like this reminder that you can step away, like you can literally step away and change that direction.
Wonderful.
It was the same message that I got as well. It was like, you know, it's time actually to just completely step away from whatever the situation is. I'm sure you know what this is, Samar. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I heard so similar. And you know, when you rip, I don't have any paper here. I have some wipes. I just imagine, like, you know, when you rip something up, this tearing noise, and it's white noise that you create. I was just showing that when you're ripping up these old pages, that white noise creates a portal. Portal with this white noise to allow in the new you, and it's ripping up without constraint. What a beautiful, powerful message.
And that's like a lot of cord cutting meditations you do also have that kind of noise. Like that is time to like pull away from that situation.
Oh, wow. So do an ASMR one as well as really loud.
Oh no, we're going to start making noises now.
Wonderful. So thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, Samar.
Okay. I guess it's my turn now. Okay, okay.
Thank you, Samar.
Selecting the next request.
We're choosing the next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called.
They don't always listen to what you say or what you do. Open their eyes, look to the sky.
I almost chose the same one. I just moved my pointer. Okay.
I'm listening to all the lyrics now of the song, seeing if they relate.
Oh no, we got this one before, so let me go choose another one. So it's random. It's random. Samantha, please say hi if you're here. You're asking for an Akashic record message and healing. Hello, Samantha.
Does someone want to split this one? I'll be happy to do the healing if someone wants to do the Akashic record message.
Okay. Oops. Samantha.
Wise owl.
Waiting for Samantha.
Samantha's here, yep.
Just
okay.
Have you noticed how everyone is using hearts that match your t-shirt color, Viviane?
That's right, yeah. And then whenever I randomly pick a song, you're picking people that align with that, even though we don't know any of that together. It's all magic.
Nice.
Would you like to do the Akashic record message, Viviane? Or
yes, sure, yeah.
Fantastic. Let's go ahead.
That's interesting. They showed me a plate with lots of fruit, whole fruit in it. And I asked what it was. I kind of had a sense what was it, but I asked. And it's about nurturing yourself with the the that wonderful, nutritious, healthy food, but also you'll be nourishing yourself with the colors too by eating the different colors and different the vibration that it's in the fruit because of the different colors. There's something that it's beneficial for you to do. Yeah, nurture and nourish yourself with those colors. To feed your creativity. And I see you reaching for some of the fruit. Thank you, John.
Pleasure.
And then after you reach for the fruit and you called, I see you standing up and walking forward, taking steps forward and noticing things around you that you're not noticing before. Just like really opening your eyes and noticing your surroundings with a different attitude as you're more present. Let's see if there's any comments from you. Yeah, and I see a comment here: change diet to heal body and soul. So yeah, you'll be feeding your body and your creativity. See, I hope that helps you, Samantha. Thank you so much for your request, and I see Chloe was working on healing. So,
Yeah. First of all, it was a lot of like tightness and heaviness in the head. And then I was working down, and in the lower chakras, especially around the sacral and the navel, it was almost like this numbness. So I asked one of your guides, Samantha, to step forward and just give me some guidance with this. And they said the gut brain connection was blocked and severed. So I asked the assistance of actually rebuilding that connection so that not only can you tap into creativity, as Viviane said, but I also got intuition. That was a big thing. It was like why it was tight and there was a lot of tension and heaviness around here because that gut brain, that gut instinct, that was cut off. So there was this block between that. So I asked the assistance of your guides, but I also brought the light codes down and flushed out the darkness and send it down to the earth to get this nice clear channel going back again from the gut to the brain. And then the guidance was, as Viviane beautifully imaged, it was like when I was doing the healing, I could see you going and picking up this plate of foods, and it was like, nourishing that gut brain connection. So that will be, if you actually decide to do that and follow that guidance, you'll be saying yes to the healing, and you'll receive that, and then you could get this sudden flow of intuition, psychic abilities, and this inspiration. Who knows what would happen?
Samantha was saying, just as you're describing, just before, or you weren't, I don't think you were reading at the time, Chloe, that she was suffering from a headache.
Yeah, I see it now.
I just almost the exact same moment. And then she's also saying about she has to be careful with what she eats. As Viviane was describing some of the message, I heard this message, which was, I think I have a little bit of resistance to it myself, right? Which is, the message is very simple: eat what the future version of you will eat. I'm like, no, I want to, because I keep getting told today, I know this just started for me, it's like, John, you got to give up coffee. It's like, I don't want to do it. No, it's like, it's my last addiction. Well, I guess maybe chocolate is after that. But anyway, for you, Samantha, there's just this message of, if you feel into what your future version of you, the happy, healthy, creative, supercharged version of you with a beautiful, healthy mind, heart, and gut connection, then yes, so much of it is driven by your diet. And yes, sometimes I'm very human about the whole thing and feel a bit, hard done by. But this is not, a lot of the food that we are offered is just not for our highest good, and it's not part of our future either. And there's much better foods. This is me lecturing myself. Much better foods, John. Are you listening, John? Than in our cupboards right now. And in our fridges, there's a lot, beautiful, raw, and whole foods that we can interact with and explore.
As you were talking, John, as well, just this message was coming through that was saying focus on the flow. And by that, they mean like focus on water. So the foods that you eat, those water foods like cucumber and celery and watermelon. So look up foods which have a really high water content, because they're going to help that flow, because that's what we want, right? We are energy beings. So we want to actually encourage that flow of energy to stop this stuckness within us. And you can still have the odd coffee now and then, but we want to do like at least 80% of the time, really feeding and encouraging that flow. So yeah, I hope that helps. It's like focus on the water, remembering like feeding that flow of energy. And who doesn't love watermelon juice? I mean,
Yeah.
No, that's good. I was waiting to see if any of you click.
John. Could do a double click. That's like a magic click.
And plus the white noise.
Sound effects in this show.
Oh, like this is the thing. I don't know if I should do this live. This is the thing that drives my family the most insane about what I do. I don't know if you've ever tried this. So what I'm trying to convey is a single-handed clap. Have you ever tried this?
What, like this?
Yeah.
Mine makes a sound.
I think this is better. When I wanted to keep myself awake, I'm always doing this when I'm driving. I'm like, just stop it. Just stop. Okay.
Someone said they love my accent. Thank you. I am from London in the UK, originally from London in the UK. Thank you.
And Samantha says she has one coffee a day, and yes, needs to drink more water.
And also, it's not just water, Samantha. It's like the electrolytes and the water, like what feeds you. So it's like the minerals and the vitamins and the electrolytes. But yeah, we probably all need to drink more water. Myself included.
Okay, choosing the next request. Earthflower, let us know if you're here. Oh, and you've asked for a message for your husband. Earthflower, do you have? Just let us know if you've got permission from your husband. Just asking Earthflower if you're here. And Earthflower, if you're here, do you have permission from your husband? And Chloe will be right back.
Oh, Earthflower is here. Yes.
And Earthflower, do you have permission from your husband? Yes. Okay, great.
Okay.
And a big smiley happy face. Great. Well, it's you and me, Viviane. There's a healing part to this and a message.
Okay, what would you like to
Like
do?
do what?
Yeah, no preference for me. What would you like to do? You like to do the healing or the message?
Do the message.
Okay, I'll do the healing. Thank you.
The message I'm being shown, Earthflower, for your husband is I describe it as a. There's lots of phrases that describe some of these natural tensions that we experience in life. One I hear the most is having your cake and eat it. Another relates in part to your Earthflower name, which is this, being able to look at the world's most beautiful flower and admire it, but also feeling the urge to pick it up. But if of course, you pull a flower out of its roots, you've killed it. So there's this. How this applies to your husband is being aware of his mission and purpose in this life, and this feels like there's still a strength of, or his name is Crow. There's a strength of drive in his life, and so as well as the doing what Crow wants to do, there's also this balance of, okay, you've got to look after yourself. You've got to look after your self-care and self-love, and see these as a natural tension with each other. Many of us have chosen missions and important lives when we come here, but just be aware of this this tension you have between the two, which is, don't burn yourself out, look after yourself, and you'll be happier and more productive in both. So one thing I do, for example, and you'll see it in the About Me section of my website, is I have something called a tenet, and I say, I fill my cup first over and above the needs of my business and my mission. And I get it, as you heard earlier, if you were here earlier, I've got a lot better at that now. And so it's really shifted my life. I don't have to work as hard. I don't have to push anything like as hard. And it's 77 in the live stream. We'll keep seeing sevens all the time. So just be aware of that, finding that balance and just exploring. A good go-to is going to the things that you used to love doing. When Crow was a child, like what were your passions you loved doing, and finding more natural, joyful tensions with everything else in your life. I hope that helps. How did you get on, Viviane? And also welcome to our cat friend.
Yes, lovely kitty. I love cats. So asking for healing. I'm called to the lower three chakras. When I tuned into his energy, I feel this cool air in my lower back and a little bit of pressure. So I'm checking into the lower three chakras for some cleaning.
What's your cat called, Chloe? Sorry, you're muted.
It's Pippin.
Pippin. Oh, I love that.
I just put myself on mute because he's purring very loudly.
What's his name again? You say Pippin?
Pippin from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, wow. My first bicycle was called Pippin.
Really?
And it had solid tires, which was like, so hard that no one else could cycle it. You just kind of fall off these rigid tires.
Whoa, you have 16 cats. That is like my life goal. Wow. You are living out my dream life, Tropical Empress.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people that call people with 16 cats, crazy cat lady syndrome, are not only jealous, but they're missing out on the fact that having so many beautiful animals around you has such a positive effect on you. You might appear crazy to them, but I think more so vice versa.
You're getting free healing all the time.
Joy. And all the joy.
Yeah. We like purring. Yes, we do like purring. You're purring a lot, aren't you?
It feels better now, and I'm just going to send light through his body and grounding energy. So I clear the chakra. Yeah, she had 4 kittens. So cute. Solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. And I'm going to send some clearing, some energy through the body and grounding energy.
Wonderful.
And then please drink lots of water. And thank you so much for your question, for being here.
I was as I drove my wife and daughter to the airport today, just as we went up to get a ticket to drive into the car park, there was 2 crows kind of fighting with each other, and I just turned to them out with my window right down real loud, and I was like, like really shouting at them. And my wife and daughter, usually they would be like, "Oh, what? Like, just what is going on with you? Like, just go and hug a tree, go and kiss a crystal or something, whatever they'll say to me." And they just sat there completely like, just what John does, like he's just this is him. And I love that. I don't know. You kind of feel compelled to up the game, right? It's like, what will I do next time? You jump out and try and hug it, like, I don't know. But I guess we're always raising the bar on weird. Why am?
Yeah, when I go for a walk, I'm always like mirroring all of the animal sounds.
Oh, fantastic.
And then a really weird one will come along and I'll be like,
There's a deer that I see almost now every day, just miles out from where I live, and it barks like there's a, what are they called? There's a smaller deer that actually kind of shrieks a bit. Muntjacs, yeah, they're kind of scary. I've got some in some music videos when I've been writing songs that comes up to it.
There's a lot of them around here where I live.
Oh, wow. It sounds a bit like that, but it's a full-size deer. And because I thought whenever I saw it, it jumped over a fence and it was jumping into like a fox's den or something, and the fox was barking. But only today did I witness this noise coming out of it. But yeah, it's really powerful. It's great fun. Sometimes it's easy to forget these animals all know each other, right? They're all not saying they're all friends, but they all know each other and often make a lot of noise together. Is it my turn? Whose turn is it?
I got distracted with the cat energy here, so yeah.
I think I'm going to let Pippin out now.
Okay.
Pippin, go on.
It's my turn. You chose Earthflower because I needed a minute.
That's okay. We all need a minute.
I was like on the cat energy, like soaking it in, and I just clicked one more that came through here.
Fantastic.
Okay, so selecting next request.
'Cause everything in this universe is energy first, and what you consume.
We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat. Your name is called.
Theresa L. Please say hi in the chat if you're here. You asking for messages from your guides and energy scan and healing. Oops.
Theresa L. What's Theresa L? Let us know if you're here. You didn't just burn something, did you, Chloe?
No, I'm blowing cat hairs off my desk now.
Okay.
I had this vision of you burning cat hair. It's like, no.
Oh no.
He molts in the summer because he's like a winter cat. No,
Is he indoor only, or he goes outside too? Is he only indoors, or he?
No, he goes outside. Yeah, he's like a prize-winning hunter.
Mm.
Oh wow. with lots of presents for you.
Oh.
Yeah, lots.
Theresa is here. Thank you, Theresa.
Sorry, Viviane, I'm fighting you for marking these. It's like, why did that undo? It's like, if we catch each other exactly at the same time. That's funny.
Okay, so Theresa, you like a message and energy scanning and healing. We can split this one up too.
Yeah.
Who would like to do the message?
I can do that.
Okay. I'll do. Okay, I'll see what kind of healing. I'll do a scan for healing. Then. Thank you.
Cool. Let me know if you need any help.
That's interesting. I was called to look into her heart space, and I see the heart, and it looks like there's some indentations on her heart, like circles. On her heart. I'm trying to understand why that's there. Thank you, John. What is that?
I can, while you're still looking, Viviane, if you want, I can get the message that I got. It was like I straight away felt Theresa's body really cold, and it was like really cold hands and feet, and it's like at first I thought it was like frozen in shock, but then I got the guidance that it's frozen in fear. And your guide said that you have this incredible gift, but you are frozen in fear, and don't be afraid to use this incredible gift that you've got. And that it is connected here in the heart, but it's like this coldness that goes down to the hands, and it's just like this stiff, frozen in fear. And they're saying that don't be afraid to use your gift. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, I feel very cold too. My whole back especially is feeling very cold right now. So, and I see the circles are all throughout, all around the heart. It's not, there's these marks all over.
I can share what I see the circles are, Viviane, if it's helpful.
Sure.
They seem to be a self-defense mechanism for Theresa. She's used this in the past, in past lives, and it's to help. What it does is constrains the heart to stop the heart kind of continually evolving and opening and expansion. So this is a resistance to expansion.
Yeah.
I feel that's why they're quite unusual. I saw them as you described them as circles, and they're also capable of being a spiral. And so this is something that Theresa has direct control over. She can place her hand on her heart and say the words out loud: heart, I'm ready to open. Heart, it's safe to open now. Heart, it's safe to open. And it has to be a practice, Theresa, that you drive yourself. It's not to say, Viviane, but I think we could do a little bit of work on the heart to help.
Yes.
But really, the biggest change, Theresa, is to take that bold step. What I also sense is that it's not surprising that your heart is in fear. Many of our hearts left alone in this world, in this vibration, are terrified of what we're subjected to energetically in interactions with others. So do focus on creating a strong boundary around you, so you get to decide what comes into your heart space. So your heart's not so scared. You feel like you're saying to your heart, I've got your back. Another practice I do is place my hand on my heart each morning and say, heart, how can I show you today that I love you more and more each day? And inevitably for me, I'm shown my calendar mentally. And my heart's like, you see that thing, John, that you think you're doing today? Do you really have to do that thing? Or when you do it, you make sure it doesn't overrun, or make sure that you take rest afterwards. So whatever the conversation is from your heart, give it a chance to talk to you and share its needs.
And as you were saying that, John, a big message that came through for me was that you're never going to be able to trust in the divine and the grand scheme of things if you don't trust yourself. And it's like building this trust again. And as John so beautifully put, it's like building that self-love and building that trust, because when you trust in yourself, then you're going to be able to break this ice wall of fear that's stopping you from being like, okay, I'm ready to expand and I'm ready to use my gifts now. But yeah, I was getting this really strong message that trust is an important word just to share with you, Theresa.
Yeah, I did ask Archangel Raphael to send some healing energy to her heart too just now. So thank you so much, Theresa, for the request. I hope that helps. Don't talk to them. I'm doing it under my desk. I was doing it under my desk.
I love it. Under the desk. Do it in front
I'm
of
doing
me.
this.
Yeah. I know. Can you do them both at the same time? I don't know. You're really good at that. That's scary.
It's my hidden talent.
I'm jealous. I'm like, I'm going to be practical. You think, I can do this. I can do this. Okay. We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called. Okay, Barbie D52. Let us know if you're here. Barbie D52, are you here?
Barbie's here.
Fantastic. I love that. Literally as I type it. Let me turn down John. I'll turn down John's music.
Turn down
Turn down John. Okay, John. Like me at the start of the day with my highest John videos. So you're asking for a clearing and or healing of all relevant levels. I'm happy to do this, or happy for one of you guys to.
Do you want to, John?
Yeah.
Turns.
Of course. as your Barbie D52 is your light body and your higher self step towards me. Your higher self is holding something in its hands, in your hands, and it's broken. And just saying that these words, this is broken, John. It's a small pocket watch, and the clock stopped. Your higher self is saying, I used to have rhythm and a cadence to my day, to my cycles. I'm hearing that just a very gentle tick in the background. And I'm just asking your higher self, can offer any assistance as to where in your body or within you this relates. Your higher self is saying every heart has a clock, and just as every heart has a heartbeat, every clock has a tick. So it's your heartbeat and the rhythm being drawn to now. And it's a synchronization with your heart and Mother Gaia's that's been lost. There's something currently at your heart as well. I say at, something attacking your heart. And there's this small but very aggressive entity on the side of your heart. And bringing down a column of source light from the highest dimension of source above to clear, heal, to energize, and to bring synchronization, restore your rhythms, connection with the earth. I'm just going to work on your heart just now and just remove this entity first of all. Okay, yeah, your heart your heart chakra is much smaller as a result. Going back in for you. Return to source or never return here again. Just helping expand your heart gently, encouraging your heart chakra to open up its natural size and shape as it feels safe. And then connecting you into earth, so down through your solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra, deep into the heart, Mother Earth, connecting you into the third dimensional earth, fourth dimensional earth, and fifth dimensional earth. And just to help restart that clock, I'm going to use some dragon-like language just to help get that fire ignited once more and help you regain some of your rhythm again. Gina. There is definitely a little bit of dragon energy in there with you already, Barbie D52. So hope that helps you in your reconnection and healing.
He really looks like a dragon then, John.
I had such a powerful visual of this dragon face. I was like, well, that doesn't usually happen.
I saw it as your face.
That's so cool.
A lot of heart healings today. I think there's for all of these solar flares, it's a lot of heart activation. And I know a lot of people have been feeling it in their heads, but it's almost like we're getting this like huge heart activation and it's just like expanding.
Yes. Okay.
Wonderful.
Time to select our next request. Little kids do like doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, next request selection. Crystal Connors, please say hi in the chat if you're still here.
I'm just laughing at the comments.
I think my dragon got drunk on me. It's like it sounds like a martial arts movie, The Drunken Dragon.
Yeah.
I was doing a journey with one of my mentorship clients the other day, and we were using dragons to travel, and we were like, okay, we're going to travel safely, and we saw our dragons being really cheeky, doing like somersaults and going upside down when they were like, hee hee, safely.
I would not want to be the health and safety officer for the dragon.
With dragons, no.
And Crystal Connors is here.
Yes, wonderful. Crystal is asking for a past life and healing. Okay. I'll look into a past life that comes up for her, and if anyone. Okay.
I can look into the healing as well.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just tagging the requests.
I see a woman in a wearing a nurse uniform tending to soldiers. Crystal. And they're saying you're very tender when you're caring for them. And you gave special attention to those that felt alone. But you had a hard time forgetting their faces and their stories. And you wished you could take away their pain. And you did everything you could to help them, and they're really grateful for all you did for them, for all your help. That's what I'm getting, Crystal.
I also saw, and Crystal's asking what era. I also saw that some of the patients that, for example, that had been shot, you were the bullet had to be removed, but they didn't want it removed, and they were screaming and yelling in pain, and they're saying, "Don't take it out! Don't take it out! I don't want any more pain! Don't take it out!"
Mm-hmm.
And for Crystal, this just felt this kind of this impossible situation, you know, and you really, really wanted to help them. And there was a lesson that your soul was trying to learn in that lifetime, which was if they choose not to have the bullet taken out, that's their choice, right?
Yeah.
And someone might say, God love them. You know, it's like, good luck, you know, with that experience. And it was this part of you really trying to save them, but for some, they don't really want saved. Deep down, there's something that they've decided in their own free will that they're too scared to be saved. Yeah, I don't know what well, I could give my feelings on the era, but you spent longer there, Viviane. You let me know your thoughts.
Oh. It feels like the second. I feel it feels to me like it was the second World War. I don't know if you're getting the same.
It's making a lot of sense to me because when I was doing the healing, I was straight away guided down to the base of your spine, down to your root chakra, because it felt like nerve damage, like that fight or flight, like being in shock. And I was asking, you know, where it's from, and it makes sense because of being, you know, seeing all of those wounded soldiers. It's like carrying that sense of not being safe and having that shock in your system. It was like, and there was some like dense energy attachments down at the base of your spine. So I did remove that and I returned it to source. And then I brought down some light to help you reconnect that safe grounding back into the earth, and just remind you, Crystal, like you're in this lifetime and it's safe. Your life is safe. There might still be wars around us, but actually, you know, we can actually find that sense of safety, of home within ourselves. So I poured down that light through you to remind you, like, you don't have to be stuck in that fight or flight, that rocky ground. You can find that sense of safety back in the home of your body again, because that's the home that we have for our whole lives. So yeah, I did some grounding and some healing down through your root chakra. So hopefully that helps a little bit, because it felt like right at the base of the spine, all of the nerves were just a little bit crunchy, and yeah, there was some kind of feelings of anxiousness there.
Wonderful.
Mute, but I was on mute because I was typing. I hope that helps, Crystal. Thanks so much for your request. He's waiting.
Oh no, I'm turning into like some ASMR obsessed. Just make the noises, guys. Make the noises.
Oh, you read my mind, Viviane, because I was like, what era was it? And then you wrote it in the comments. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, very powerful.
Wonderful, yeah.
Okay, choosing the next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called. Okay, it's a big request, or at least it's big on the other screen. Turn down John, Christy, Crockett. Let us know if you're here. I don't know if you're making those noises on purpose. Is that Chloe?
Typing, but I've got like long witchy nails. Sorry.
Oh, now I'm getting. Now I've got hand jewelry jealousy. I don't have any hand jewelry.
Yeah, the bracelets make clicking noises.
Are you here? Yeah, this is my most common request is, I feel like I'm being called here for a higher purpose. People's souls saying, hey, I'm sure we came here for some reason, right? What is it? And the human brain going, I hear you. I don't know. Let us know, Christy, Crockett, if you're here, and we can offer help. Yes, Christy Crockett's here. Fantastic. I'm happy to do this one.
I had a message coming through like instantly, which was just because sometimes I just get this like voice that just comes in. And John, I'm sure you can expand on this and add to this, but you need to do an inner child healing. So that was like an instant, like a step. And a lot of the readings and the healings that I do is like I call it like step by steps or stepping stones. So you get the first step and then it's kind of like breadcrumbs to the healing. So it was just like inner child healing. That was just like an arrow, like straight on, all the clicks are back.
That's really beautiful. The first thing I've shown is the higher aspects of you, Christy. So your soul, your higher self. I seem to be out of alignment. There we go. Your soul and higher self coming into alignment and bringing in these. I'm seeing reminds me of Morse code. These dots, dashes of upgrades coming in, and the reason that they are, it's not unhealthy that there's separation in them. It's more that they're tentatively coming into your heart, and absolutely agree with Chloe that what's waiting for you to receive these upgrades, these self gifts of these superpowers, is going back to your inner child. When you were younger, you already yielded these really beautiful, powerful abilities. Back then, and I'm seeing age of 6, and maybe even still is a little bit in by the time of age 8. There's this really powerful perception that you had, this very open heart. So everything in reality, nowadays we talk. Well, you hear me talking about different dimensions and different frequencies. For you, it just was. Back then, everything just was, and you had a really beautiful access to all this joy around you. And I asked, and I had to ask about 5 times, what is Christy's purpose? What's a higher purpose? And they said that not all of that can be revealed yet. And I said, go on, just us humans love to know, like, especially in these moments. And they said, okay, the most that you're ready to receive at the moment is understanding that there's part of this journey that you've been through where you were broader and more open and more gifted when you were younger, and then closed it down and are now going through a rebirthing, a reopening. As you go back to your inner child healing, as you face those shadows and some of those traumas that you, and you may benefit from visiting some of these places that you've been as a child, and going through practices. I'll dig out my inner child healing meditation as well. These practices will help you unlock again these powers. So your purpose, is very much aligned with your own journey. And so once you've got through this rebirthing, this reopening of your heart, encourage you to also consider helping others. So much of this planet needs to find our inner child again, because we're not born, ridiculously out of alignment and disconnected. We're born connected with the world, connected with the planet, connected with the full, true sense of reality.
John, as you were saying that, I got some messages coming through as well that the guidance is like, you may be a little bit in your head about it right now, and you need to try and drop out of your head and into your heart. And I know, easier said than done for all of us, right? But I saw this image of you like doing this detective work, as John said, going to some places you went to as a child. If that's not accessible, perhaps reaching out to some family members and asking about times as a child, but then also really taking that time to meditate on your heart and have that crystal clear intention of having memories and snapbacks of a time in your childhood where, like John said, you were so open and living in your heart. Because sometimes if we all have trauma, or we all have cycles that we're stuck in that can keep us stuck in our head, and they can give us this perception of our childhood that isn't actually us in our most open, receptive state. So we really have to drop out of the head and into the heart. But I would also say, like, ask other people around you for assistance, like assisted guided meditation, assisted past life healing, but ask family members if you have any, or family friends that could perhaps tell you some things like, what did I do when I was a kid? Because it can be really funny to get someone else's perspective. They'll be like, oh, you loved wearing wigs and high heels. I'll be like, oh yeah, I did. Maybe I should dress up more, like silly things like that. I hope that helps.
Wonderful.
I was about to say me too to the wigs and high heels, and it's like,
Yeah.
I say that, it's like, yeah, I do.
That's fun.
I'm not saying I look amazing, but they're a lot of fun.
It's not about that, is it? It's about
No,
the
that's right. It is about the joy. Yeah, what a lovely way, right? I'd love to interview my brothers and my parents and on camera or something, and ask them what was young John like, because I was just completely on another planet most of my childhood.
Yeah.
And outside on the beach or in the woods or in a field or somewhere.
Yeah.
I draw a lot, and I actually drew on. I was drawing and ran out of paper, and I still remember clearly. I was watching TV. There's this show that's this artist that was giving lessons, and I was following and ran out of paper. It was using this big black marker too, and then I started drawing on the furniture, and I opened the door, the cabinet where the TV was, continued the drawings. But I didn't get in trouble. It was an old piece of furniture that was repainted anyway. But I still wish I had it. Anyway, I opened the door and continued the lesson and drawing on the furniture. So funny. This little kid stuff.
I love Crystal Connors saying I dressed up as Cyndi Lauper when I was young.
He's
Fun.
So much. And nickname was Sleepy because you're always daydreaming. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I would spend about 6 hours in the sea, and I'd have to get dragged out because the sun was going down. No.
Amazing. I
Wonderful.
don't remember whose turn it is.
Why is it so hard for us to remember who it was?
Sometimes after the ring, we're getting a little bit of a haze.
Yeah.
You chose Christy, but yeah, okay, I'll go and select our next request. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great, Christy.
We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called. Beep, 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 beep.
Boop, boop, boop.
I like this song. I like the guitar. Okay, so Angela. Okay, this request is for Guillermina, and she has been feeling dizzy and would like inside healing and clearing, and she's giving consent. Okay, thank you. Ready. So I guess we can split this one because it's.
Does someone want to do their healing and clearing? Because I did the last one, and I'll tune in and see if there's some messages around it.
Okay, I can do the healing and clearing then. Thank you.
I'll
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'll do a quick scan for clearing as well, and I'll just let you know what I find.
Sure.
I won't take any action with it. Sure.
Yeah, seems like it's got a lot going on.
Guillermina? Is that how you say it? That's a beautiful name.
Mm-hmm.
I very quickly see a lot. I haven't counted them all. At least 5 or 6 entities at her heart. They're not attached to her. They're just attacking her heart. I'll just clear these beings away, and then I'll clear you some space, Viviane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's them. Well, that's them cleared away from our body. I'm just doing some work on our higher self and soul as well.
I think I see something around her aura. I see something around her aura.
Mm-hmm.
Like about four beings.
Yeah, I see them. I can clear these ones away as well.
Thank you.
Return to source or never return here again. The beings in the aura were markers. They were, I describe it, their behavior is as a beacon for other beings to come and as an invitation for other beings to attack.
Mm.
They're cleared now. Those first beings that I removed, there was a soul connection. The word contract feels a bit over the top, a bit too much of some kind of commitment. But there's something about Gula Mina's soul that decided to have some of this experience, that this would be beneficial in their journey. But this doesn't feel like any kind of karmic repayment or any permanent connection.
The message that I've got, and I'm trying to make it clear for me to put it into words, but it was I could definitely feel that, like the aura and the beings, but then it was the surroundings beyond that. So I don't know if it's in Guillermina's home or somewhere that she visits regularly, like a workplace, but there's some kind of surrounding that is causing sort of this toxic prison. And it was like the removal from this almost like energetic prison around her, like a material prison. So removing from that and then being outside to actually make space to release that. But yeah, I haven't got any clear message of where it is, but it was like being stuck in this really solid physical place, and then it's almost like the beings have manifested there as well, because it's a reflection of the environment.
Mm-hmm. I did a little bit of clearing on her throat, and it was just stagnant energy, I guess, by the influence of this entities and energies of not being able to speak her truth and express herself, and just feeling this confusion and this energy. So yeah.
She's saying, and Angela's saying she's retired now, spends time at home taking care of her husband.
Yeah.
I saw that too, Chloe, that because initially I thought those entities that were at her heart were some, like, I thought it felt like a toxic relationship with other beings. But those beings were called in. Oh, and her 30-something cats. Wow. That's almost double what we heard earlier. So I love that. And it's really interesting because I was shown the environment around her being like heavily loaded with quite negative energy.
Yeah.
And these may be things that she's accrued through her life. It reminded me of a museum of, you see this like museums of horrors, like go to places and you're like, don't touch the doll. Like, seriously, do not touch the doll. One big step forwards for your mother, Angela, would be really focusing on creating strong boundaries and sovereignty. So no matter what environment she's in, she has a clear understanding. So this is why the soul brought in these attacks. That's why there was any kind of connection to the heart from the soul into the body. It was because saying, well, maybe if I trigger some of this more extreme behavior, it'll get your mother to then start paying attention and saying, oh, this is really bad. I need help. I need something needs to stop. And something needs to start. So you can direct her to my free meditations, especially the negative entity protection meditation. And you don't need to she needs to consent and want to do it, right? But you don't need to have to sit there in a meditation and do it. You can also just listen to them and go to sleep with them playing. They're only about 10 or 15 minutes. And the other suggestion is to have a serious look, and maybe you could help her, Angela, with the objects in the home. Because it feels like the cats are actually doing quite a lot to help. But even 30 of them can only do so much. Especially if there's objects there that have your mother's permission. So a decluttering exercise is helpful. And then after that, something a bit similar to, you'll never see me, saging, etc., but something like a ritual where your mum's heart's in it, or your heart's in it, where you can say, okay, we're going to cleanse these objects. Anything attached, you got to leave. Anything that serve your mother and your father's highest good, you got to leave. So I think that would really help reclaim
I just heard salt water would be good to use for the clearing of the house. A mixture of that.
Yeah, there's definitely one or more things in the environment that's heavy that needs to be cleared to shift the space.
And just saying, she lives in a 100-year house, historic part of town. Yeah, so
there's some object in the house. I think it's attached to a wall and it's made of iron. If you can look for that, I don't know if it's like a horseshoe or some sort of. It kind of looks a bit like some sort of farming equipment, but it's not complete. It holds a lot of negative energy. It might have even been used as a murder weapon and placed back on the wall quite innocently, but it is just dripping with negative energy. That's not just it's not all these problems are just that one object. So over-index on just that one, but yeah, pay attention to how each of these objects feel.
Also, I got the guidance that tuning forks and sound healing frequencies will help to shift the vibration as well. Like any kind of bowl or something, and speaking the intention in it to literally like shake out that energy, because it feels so heavy. And it's funny that you said iron, because that's like the density of it. I was like, oh, whew. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I think I know what you're referring to. Yeah. There's something there.
Yeah, definitely do. Like wipe everything with salt water and sage.
Salt water, some smoke if you can, sage or some kind of wood that you can burn, and walk around literally and with all of the windows open and use your voice to send into the smoke to cast out any beings along there.
Yeah.
And tell the cats to get on it too.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Give the cats instructions.
Those cats are busy doing all that work too.
Yeah.
That many cats, and they're wonderful.
You're welcome, Angela.
Yeah, thank you, Angela. Yes, sending love to your mother, your family. Okay, well, that's us at time. I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone that's come along today, and thank you to our special guest, Chloe. It feels like we're just here for eternity, and you're always here, and this is just always what we do. And in this lifetime, it's such an honor to have you back. We have been posting in the live chat, but it'd be lovely to hear it just in case the live chat doesn't get recorded. It doesn't always. How can people connect with you, Chloe?
Well, thank you so much for having me again. I can't believe how quickly it goes. And thank you everyone for the comments. I'm just a little bit like silly with all of this technology and apps. So I have been trying to comment now and then, but forgive me, I have been reading it. So the best way to contact me is YouTube or social media, which is at mystic_hearts with a 3 and a 4 for the E and the A. www.mystichearts.org, which is all normal letters. That's the best way to contact me. It'd be lovely to connect with some of you, and thank you both so much for having me again. I was feeling a bit low energy today, and now I feel really good because I'm back with Soul Family.
Yay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Well, I'll bring our session to an end. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, never to forget Archangel Metatron, Source and Gaia, and every soul that's participated in today's session, and asking all of us to remain in our individual protective bubbles and step outside of the session bubble as I close it down. Return this session space to Source or never return here again. Please get plenty of rest and drink as much water as it feels right for you. And please take care of your big, beautiful hearts. And we will be back on Monday. Viviane and I will be back here live on Monday, if I can say it.
Lovely. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye.